So in pranic healing, we scan the body of any person, scanning, just like doctor uses stethoscope to know the heartbeat and other things. We pranic healer scan the energy body of the person. By scanning, we are able to understand which chakras. There are chakras in the energy body. Those chakras are mentioned even in the yoga also. Similar type of chakras. We identified 11 major chakras in our energy body, starting from the head. It's called Sahasrara, or it is also called as the crown chakra. Crown. Then comes the forehead chakra. Ajna chakra here, Ajna. Same in yoga also. Throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, navel chakra, sex chakra, and basic chakra, main chakra, back solar plexus, back heart, back head. These chakras are called as the energy centers of the energy body, because there is a natural source of energy. Three major sources of energy are earth, air and the sun. These energies are absorbed by the chakras automatically without our knowledge. Just like air is also absorbed by skin, not only through the breathing, it is absorbed by the skin. Sun energy is absorbed by the skin. The whole body absorbs the sun energy. Souls absorbs the earth energy. Soul, when we walk on the clean ground, barefooted, you will get sufficient amount of earth energy. When we walk in a park or in a place like this where the air is very pure, we can absorb pure air energy. If these energies are polluted, you are absorbing dirty energy. Because of that, your health gets affected without your knowledge. So while scanning, we are able to understand which chakras are not alright. Every chakra controls the definite organs in the physical body. Starting from the Sahasrara till the entire whole, when you think about the chakras in all over the body, different chakras controls different organs in the physical body. So if that particular chakra is affected, means the related organs are affected. Even if you are not revealing me what is your physical problem and mental problem, just by scanning the energy aura, I can tell you what is your physical state, your mental state, your emotional state, just by scanning the energy aura. That is by practice. It requires practice. I can tell you, because that chakra tells me which are all the parts affected in your body, how mentally strong, how emotionally strong you are or weak, something like that. It will give you the entire picture of a person. So in pranic healing, what we are doing, especially we absorb energy from the air. We teach how to absorb energy from the air consciously and project to the point where it is required. So there are two types of problems in the energy body. One is called as energy congestion. Another is called as energy depletion. Energy congestion means that part of the energy body is not allowing the dirty energy to go out of the body. Just like breathe in and breathe out, all these chakras are rotating in such a way that one round clockwise, one round anti-clockwise. Clockwise rotation means absorption, anti-clockwise rotation means expulsion. So it has to rotate with an equal periodic movement. That period must be same. Clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation period must be same. Even in breathing, if the breathing is rhythmic, the health is perfect. Most of the time, our breathing is not rhythmic. That creates a problem. That creates a problem in our physical body. Even pranayama tells the same thing. Rhythmic breathing, rhythm is having a power. Even when the soldiers are walking on the bridge, they are asked to disperse. Because in the rhythm of the footsteps of the soldier and the natural frequency of the bridge, if they coincide, then resonance occurs, bridge may collapse. Otherwise, you need to put a bomb to collapse the bridge. So that is the power of rhythm. Rhythmic breathing, rhythmic chakral movement, clockwise and anti-clockwise. In all our daily practice, we move in a clockwise direction. It's called pradakshina. Go around the tulasi, or when you go around the temple, only a pradakshina, that means you are trying to absorb energy from that point. This pranic healing is there since time immemorial. Our elders knew about this, but they never call it as pranic healing, because that's why people are moving around the tulasi. Tulasi is the one particular plant having highest green energy. highest green energy. When compared to any other leaf, it possesses highest green energy. In pranic healing, green means cleansing agent, cleansing and disinfectant. I can give you one example. In all hospitals, in ICUs, they use green bed sheets, green curtains. Even the operating doctors are using green apron, everything green. Why? It is cleansing and disinfectant. This Tulasi is having green energy. When you move around in a clockwise direction, the person who is moving around in a clockwise direction absorbs green energy naturally, and his body and mind cleanse automatically. So that is one ritual. So similarly, all our rituals, for example, we use papads. We used to prepare papads in our olden days, in our homemade papads out of jackfruit. During rainy seasons, we used to eat those papads. They agree with me. Because people used to store papads in the storing bins and using during the rainy season. Why? Because during rainy season, no sun energy is available, free sun energy is available. You dry them in the sun rays and it absorbs lot of sun energy. When you eat during the rainy season, it is not only eat as kurkure, but it supplements the sun energy.
Even now, if it is like deep fried or whatever?
No, even if it is deep fried, it's okay. But there is a sun energy. But deep fried is not preferable. You know that. You know that. It is not preferable. But still it possesses sun energy. So I'm just telling you, this pranic supplementation is there in our original tradition. Even say when the small children, say at 40 days, we used to go to the temple, we take them to the temple and come back. After they are coming into their house, usually the grandmothers take one broomstick, some small salt, and keep it held it in a left hand, then rotate in an anti-clockwise direction. Marikannu, Horikannu, Avulakannu, Evulakannu, ella hogli, we throw it to the fire. That is removing the dirty energy and the contaminations for that small child, because it cannot withstand that pollution, because it's so small now, it cannot withstand, but physically and mentally strong, we can withstand, that cannot withstand. So they remove it. That is pranic. Again, while you rotate in an anti-clockwise direction, removing. While rotate in a clockwise direction, absorbing. So these chakras also, rotate in a clockwise direction means absorbing, anti-clockwise direction means expelling.